For your life to change, you must change. You must bring changes in your life. You must bring changes in the schedules that you have. You must install new habits so that you can become successful. This is what the law of success is all about. If you want to change your life, you need to change yourself. Stand in front of a mirror and tell to yourself, if my life has to change, I must change. And the day you do this, the day you start accepting that yes, I need to add new habits in my schedule, I need to show some actions towards my dream, then you will start making changes in your life. Then you will start living a purposeful life. A purposeful life is something that takes you towards something, right? So if you want to go towards your dream, if you want to go towards your success, then bring some changes in your life. But here I'm not talking about bring some changes. It's okay, many people know about this. But I'm here to make you aware that changes are difficult in the beginning, right? Otherwise everyone would have been successful. If you see in this world, there are only 5% of people that are truly successful. They have everything they desire, right? So why they became successful? Because they accepted the fact that they need to make few changes in their lives, and the day they started making those changes, they found it difficult, right? You'll find the change that you're trying to make difficult. Why? Because you go into an uncomfortable place. There's a science behind it. In your neuroscience, when you read about neuroscience, you'll find that we have a part of a brain that's an ancient brain, right? We have an ancient brain, and that stops us from any uncomfortable thing. That makes us stop from going in the danger. Like you imagine primitive people living in caves, their mind, their brain stopped them going in the danger. Just like that, today also we have that part of a brain, and it stops us. When we start making some changes for our life to get better, that part of your brain activates and it starts stopping you. You know why? Because we feel that there is fear. We are fearful. When we are making some changes, we are fearful. We think that if I'm installing a new habit, I'm just going for running, and many authors say that if you are exercising, then you can become successful, just a small habit. So if I'm going to join a gym, or if I'm going to join some swimming classes, then what happens? How am I going to become successful? We fear that. We are fearful. We as human beings are fearful. So we do not try that thing. But the day, my friends, the day you start trying these new little things, new little habits, you will find a tremendous change in your life, and you will become truly successful in the endeavor that you want to work upon, in the thing, in the journey that you are going towards success. You will become successful. You will find your path. But today the topic that I have with me is that change is difficult in the beginning. When you'll try changing, it will feel that nothing is changing. You go for running for one day, you will find no changes, no particular changes. The change will be unnoticeable in the beginning. That's the main point that I have with me, that firstly the change will be unnoticeable. Have you ever seen evening turning into night, or dawn turning into morning? It is an unnoticeable type of change, but it happens. It really happens. When you look for the change, how it changes, you won't find that. But yes, how does it change? We know about that. We know science, that how does change happen? How does day turns into night? It's by the earth rotating or revolving around its own axis, right? The earth constantly rotates. Everyone is aware of that fact. The earth constantly rotates. That is why changes happen. That is why the day turns into night, night into day, and weather changes. So how does it happen? Because the key word out here is the earth constantly revolves. Understanding that point, constantly revolves. So if you are constantly working, if consistency is the key word out here. If you can be consistent on what you are doing, only then the change will happen. If you feel today that if the earth stops rotating, the day won't change into night, the night won't change into day. So if you stop somewhere, you are not doing the things that you are required to do in order to make your life better, in order to achieve your own dreams, then everything will stop around you. Nothing moves until you move. We can learn so much with nature, man, right? Earth revolves around its own axis, but it constantly rotates, right? It constantly rotates. So if you are constantly doing something, if you have decided to getting slim, if you have decided to write a book, if you have decided to become the super entrepreneur of this world, then you will be needing to constantly work on that thing. You cannot leave it aside. No, you cannot say, I want to hang out today, I want to be free. No, you cannot be free. Yes, you may hang out with friends, but still somewhere back in your mind you are thinking about that success that you want in your life. It happens, man. You start living in a cloudy life. Cloudy life, I mean by this, that you have somewhere in your back of your mind, you keep on thinking about your life, that if you're writing a book, for example, or if you are trying to learn some coding languages, then if you are constantly working on that language, if you're constantly writing a book, if you're constantly singing a song, only then you will find that success which is there for you. See, if your heart says that you can become a singer, then go on. Sing every day, practice every day, constantly rotate, constantly move, only then the change will happen. But in the beginning, how will the change be? It will be an unnoticeable change. You won't find it. When you'll go to the gym and you work out for months and months, you will find no change in your body. You know why? Because the change is unnoticeable. But after few minutes or after after working 6 months, you will find a change, automatic change. The change will happen because you constantly worked out, right? The change will happen because you constantly worked out. You go to a gym, you go for 1 day in a week. You just go 1 day in a week, you pick up some weights, nothing will change, nothing will happen. So if you are doing anything constantly, the change is going to happen. And for my life to change, I have to change, right? So if you want to change your life, you will have to be changing yourself. You will be needing to install new habits. You will be needing to go and walk in the nature. You will be needing to read some positive, inspirational books. You will be needing to write down your dreams. You will be needing to take some goals and some targets and some milestones and achieve them, show some actions. You will be needing to do all these things. Only then success will happen, right? But yes, these things will be difficult in the beginning, and the uncomfortable thing, the difficult thing, uncomfortable things, they bring out the best in you. If you are in an uncomfortable situation, it will bring the best out of you. So do not panic, do not worry, do not stress out. Be in that uncomfortable situation as long as you could handle it, right? And see, the best of yourself will come out, and your success, the best life. What does a best life require? I see it this way. If you want to make a best life, it will require your best self. If what you are right now, you won't get that thing right now. You want to drive a Ferrari and you think about buying a bike. That's how it works. You will be needing to think of buying a Ferrari each and every day. You will be needing to constantly move towards that target, towards that goal, or towards that milestone. You will be needing to constantly think about and work upon all these things, man. Install new habits each and every day and work on those habits. Work on those dedication that you have taken in your life, that dedicated part of you. It will be required each and every day. You are doing a business. Every day you need to move. You need to make some sales. You need to make things better. You need to innovate in your own company. You need to handle clients better. You need to make your marketing plans better. You need to make it better each and every single day. And if you can do this, yes, take 1 day or 2 days off, but still, if you can do this, if you can make yourself better each and every single day, then the change will happen. It will be unnoticeable in the beginning, but it will happen by the end of by the time that it is there for you. The success is there for you. It will happen at that time. So you need to keep pushing for the right thing. You need to keep pushing that right thing that you are doing. You know that this one thing that I'm doing is the right thing for my dream, then keep on doing it. Keep on pushing over it. Keep on working upon it. You need to be constantly working in the right direction, and only then change will occur, right? It may seem difficult, just like a caterpillar which changes into a butterfly. Many people must have read about it, many people must have heard about this thing. The caterpillar changes into a butterfly, but it goes through a process. It turns into a cocoon and then it becomes a butterfly. There's a process involved in it, and what happens in that process? The small little butterfly turns into a beautiful, the small little caterpillar turns into a beautiful butterfly, right? That's the process of change, but change happens. Change is there for that creature. Change really is hard, but there's a story that I've read about a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. What that story is that an old man saw a caterpillar who was in its cocoon, and he was trying to come out. He was trying to change into a butterfly. What happened? He went to that little creature. He thought that he might need some help, and he tried to help him. And he took him out of the cocoon. What happened? The caterpillar died, man. The caterpillar died. So you cannot expect the changes to occur suddenly, automatically, or you want quick changes in your life. Nothing comes quick. If you want success, real success, authentic success, then you need to be patient. You need to keep on working on that thing, but you need to be patient. Change happens on its own prescribed time. You go to a gym, you join a gym, it will happen on its own prescribed time. You cannot tell your body that tomorrow you need to be pumped up. No. You need to be in shape, then you need to give it time, you need to give it days and months and years. And that is similar to the success, that if you want success in your life, you need to be dedicated for months, years, and maybe for your entire lifetime. You need to be dedicated towards your own success. Only then success comes, right? So do not expect that changes will occur automatically or suddenly. No, but if you are going on and on constantly, just like the earth revolves constantly or rotates constantly, what happens? Changes happen. Day turns into night. Night turns into a day. So when you are constantly working on something, remember that the change will happen. The sunlight will show out. Your life will change. The morning will come, right? It will happen. But you need to keep on pushing. That is why I believe that hope and patience, being patient, are two little things that many people forget about while going on the journey of success. Hope is something that is really required, man. Not that just hoping just loosely. No, do not hope loosely. If you are working on something, then hope. Have that hope inside of you. Yes, if I am constantly working on something, then things will change. The change will occur, man. Nature teaches us that. So if we can learn few little things, then we can make a real difference in our lives, and we can live a better life ahead, my friends. But remember, the change will surely happen only if you are constantly working. And remember one more thing, last little thing. If it has to be, it is up to me. If I want to change my life, it all depends upon me. So stand in front of the mirror and tell yourself, for my life to change, I must change.